Good morning, everybody. I could not sleep last night, so I'm coming down to my studio. Oh my gosh. And I have so much work to do. I was up from, I don't know, 4 to 7. I have 30 items ready for my live auction and really stressed about it. I don't know why. I don't know. It's the fear of the unknown. So I just came downstairs. We're just going to work together today, and I have to find a couple items to ship out, and we'll go from there. So first up is a Kipling bag that I completely forgot to pull and ship. So let's find that first. I finally tote scanned all my handbags, which are in that bin, this bin, and then these two. And I didn't realize like just how much I needed them tote scanned, because I would just sort through them. But finally, and there's one other one, which is where this bag is. This is for smaller bags. Hold on, this is all kids' shoes. So let's see, where are you? Did I ship it? I don't think I did. Oh, this looks like it. Yep, that's it. Hold on. I swear, I'm taking my life into my hands when I try to film and pull these bags. Anyway, I thought this was super cute. It's a mini backpack, and it has the little gorilla dude, which I don't know that I've ever found a Kipling that had him attached. Are you interested in this, Lou? I think I had this listed for $39, 40 something, and it sold for $30. I'm sorry. I think it's 30. I just knew I had to pull it and ship it today. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so funny. We were just talking about this sweatshirt in my last video, which I repaired. I picked this up at the bins, and I totally gave it a makeover. I shaved some of the fleece or felt on the lettering. I almost didn't pick it up. And then I did some fabric glue. And I was saying the other day that this little section pulled up. So I'm going to do like 2 stitches with some gold thread in there. And then I am going to ship this awesome Champion sweatshirt out. So funny enough, I had this listed for maybe $50, $49, $50, and I got an offer for $35. And I didn't want to accept the offer until I really examined my work to make sure that it was in good shape to send out. So when I saw that it was just this, I wanted to go accept the offer. And I realized on Poshmark that the offer had expired. This is reverse weave too, which is my favorite Champion. So I tried to reply and offer $35, but because I hadn't accepted that, I had to actually up my amount, which I would have accepted $35 anyways. I counted with $38, and I'm not joking, within 4 seconds the person accepted. So I was like, oh, that's nice. So I made a couple extra dollars, or 36. I don't remember what I offered. I'm so bad. The other 2 items sold on eBay, and they have not been paid for yet, but I'll show you. I think it's like a Vineyard Vines little boy shirt and something else. So I'll show you those. Actually, I lied. I'm not going to pull items if they haven't been paid for yet, because Bitty Baby is still under there. I think that's a dead sale. Definitely a pet peeve of mine that eBay does not make people pay for what they say they're going to buy. All right, I'll be back in a few. Hello, sorry if the quality on today's video isn't great. I'm shooting this entire video on my cell phone. I'm in my studio right now prepping for my live sale. This live sale is going to be on an app called Whatnot. This is not sponsored. I have talked to them about the potential of working with them in the future, but I need to do a few shows before I can actually speak to my opinion on this platform. So far, what I've seen as a viewer has been really exciting. I feel like it's a very positive community at this stage of the game. Why do I look like I just ran a marathon? I'm not even that sweaty, but I'm showing up like so shiny. Forgive me. But the community has been really encouraging from what I can see. For me, as somebody who's been around for a little bit, it's really nice to see some new faces that maybe I've recognized their screen name, or maybe they've commented on some videos, but to see them kind of stepping out. Maybe they're not ready to do YouTube, or they're not interested in YouTube. And there are some new faces that I'm seeing on Whatnot. And it's just been actually kind of nice and refreshing. And I personally feel like I needed a change of scenery. So this has been really sparking a lot of enthusiasm for me, which I really like. My show's tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm filming this on the 15th. I'm going to step out of the light a little bit just so maybe, yeah, that's much better. I purposely did it in the afternoon because I just feel a little bit more relaxed and I have a little bit more energy when it's not late night. I'm getting a little bit nervous because my first intention was to have 30 pieces. But once you start pulling stuff, I'm even going into my own closet and seeing things. It's just adding up really quickly. So now I think I'm going to be like at 60, which might be a lot for my first show. However, I guess this is how we learn. You know, we go out and we do things and we make a lot of mistakes. And then, you know, we take that experience with us for the next round. I have blocked off my entire Friday just for shipping. But let me show you some of the things that will be in the auction. I did do an amazing haul. This isn't all old inventory. I think 32 pieces I picked up outside of Boston, and I just went in with the intention of purchasing for this show. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but I picked up these Sorel boots. These had definitely been marked up at the store, but once they're listed for a certain amount of time, they just put them with the general population of shoes, and shoes are just $6 at this store. But you do weigh stuff, or at least I'm weighing each item and putting in the weight, because on Whatnot, your first purchase, you pay full price for shipping, and then each additional purchase that you make during the auction is at a discounted shipping price. So it really encourages bundles because you save with each item. And I don't know what the breakdown is. It used to be $1, but the company was really losing money. So now they had to up that price a little bit. So I'm going to try a couple pairs of shoes. I'm going to run the Sorel boots. I did get these Tory Burch flats. I paid $10 for these. I paid up for these. I still might start them at $5, but you can see at the shop, it has one other sticker. So they were priced higher than this, but these are a 5.5. But a lot of people on Whatnot are purchasing things to then go resell. And you might be thinking, well, what's the incentive? Well, for me, the incentive is only having to take one picture to preview on the app. There's like a sidebar that you can see, so you can see some of the items. Some people do pictures, some don't. For my first show, I am including pictures just because I want to learn the entire process. It's less pictures I have to take. I don't have to edit photos. I also don't have to store them in my inventory. For the most part, it's going to be kind of minimalist packaging. I don't think I'm going to do thank you stickers on these items. I think I'm just going to move them. But some of the pieces I'm really excited about, and I did a reel with my daughter Angelina. She was modeling some of these pieces for me for a reel on Instagram. Isn't this gorgeous? This is for Love and Lemons. So the sold comps on this, I saw one sold comp for $85, and I saw one listed for $85. I paid $6 for this at the store, and I'm going to actually start this at $5. So I do run a risk that, you know, this will only sell for $12 or $13. You know, I don't make as much of a profit, but I'm moving so many items. I mean, if I sell 40 to 50 items in a 2-hour span and ship those all out, I've only sold 38 items on Poshmark this month. My margins are lower, and it's a ton of work in a short amount of time, but then I feel like it's going to pay off. This is a Stranger Things shirt that I was actually going to try to sell at like a buy sell trade, but now that Stranger Things is back for season 4, I wanted to list that. This Maurice's sweater, I don't sell this brand, but like this is something I want to try out. It's not a brand that I would typically pick up, but it's an extra large, so it's a larger size, and I want to see how it does on auction. I got this at the bins. So if this sells for $10, that's great for me because I wasn't going to prioritize listing that. I picked up a couple new with tag items. I got this loft sweater. This is an extra large, new with tag. I got this beautiful, beautiful cashmere sweater from Madewell. It's an extra small, and it's designed like a thermal, like a little, it's got like the V here. It's so pretty. This brand I'm not familiar with, but it's Wrap of London. These cashmere pieces, I might start at 10 because these are just so gorgeous, and they're a size 12 and they're cashmere. I mean, such beautiful things I picked up. This Victoria's Secret gold label thermal nightgown. Angie modeled that too. This set is amazing. It's from Eloquy. It's size 18-20, and it's 2 pieces. So it's this cropped top and then a super high rise legging. And I found a stock photo of it for the show, and it shows this on this beautiful woman, and she's wearing like an oversized blazer over it, and it looks just amazing. I have some Athleta. This is a 38D like tank top, some Spanx that I got at an estate sale that I never filmed the haul from. Victoria's Secret bra, like items like this. I don't know if this will sell. This is going to be my one, like, oh my gosh, if this sells, I'll be so happy. It's new with tag, but it's this really funky dress. I don't think you can appreciate all the ruching and stuff. I got this in a B&G trading box, and I just never listed it. So like this was free to me. So if I start this at $5 and it sells for $5, it is what it is. This is LK Bennett. This is not in the sale. This is where it ends. And I'm starting to pull some stuff for vintage sales. My next sale is probably going to be either vintage or clearing out my kids' closet with a bunch of like fast fashion stuff that I'm going to start at $3. That's J. Crew. I have like pink. I have a belt in here, some Levi's jeans. I have some really cute Lily Pulitzer pieces. This is We the Free. This was mine. Vineyard Vines. This vintage Lily halter top. These Lucky Brand camo pants in a size 10. This Ecote I picked up at the Pit, actually. It's just a cold shoulder, really cute for summer. These Lucky jeans, I loved this button in the front. I don't typically pick up Lucky jeans, but I really liked these. This silk Sundance piece. I love this rainbow crochet. Angie's wearing this. Some Zara joggers. A chaser sweatshirt. So that is a preview of some of the things that I'm listing. I'm just photographing this right now. This is a Free People tunic that I bought at a rummage sale. I think it has like a little stain right here, but I haven't washed this. It's got all this beading. So the cool thing about the auctions is I can show everything. There's also like a little thing here. That would be a lot of like disclaimers to do in a Poshmark listing. On the auction, I can just show it and tell people and put it in the listing, and then they can decide whether or not they want it. So wish me luck, folks. That's all I'm going to say about the auction. I hope to see you there. I will have a link in my description if you want to sign on. You get $10 that you can shop with, I believe. The day of the show, you get a $10 credit when you sign on like Poshmark, and I also get $10. So thank you for that. So I am going to photograph a couple more items, and then I'm going to go upstairs and talk to you about the RealReal, because a couple of my items sold. I reclaimed a couple of things, and I just wanted to do a follow-up conversation from my last RealReal video that I did. A couple people have asked, and I kind of left you guys hanging on that. So I want to close that loop and talk a little bit about the RealReal, and then we'll be done for today. Also, I did a reel with Lulu running up that hill. You guys have to go see it on Instagram. It's very funny in my opinion. Oh my gosh, I have to talk about this potential Chanel score. I mean, this is honestly just insanity. I found this sweater while I was shopping for whatnot, and you know, I was just moseying through the sweaters as one does, and I noticed this. So I showed this on my Instagram story. What's got me nervous is the stitching here, but I mean, I guess it's possible that the Chanel tag came off. I had 2 people DM me and say that this label looks legit, but to me, it looks pretty basic. Made in Italy with that number. I wonder if this number has any significance. The other issue for me was that some of these had been glued on, but that's not to say that they weren't on properly and then came off and they glued them on. When I took a Google image of this, like I'll come back if anybody wants to screenshot it. When I took a Google image, it came up Chanel sweater, but it was black and it had these all along the bottom. I'm really trying to like scrutinize the fact that like this one seems lower than that. I'm not a Chanel girl, so I don't know if this was ever like a very popular style that would be duplicated, or if somebody was inspired by it so that they went out and they did like a little DIY. What I plan to do is send this to the RealReal. I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to pay for it to be authenticated because I don't think it's real. But if I send it to the RealReal and it is authentic and they accept it, then I will just let them list it, because I don't think I would have much success listing Chanel. So there is some pilling. I personally think somebody DIY'd it, but we'll see. Also on the black one, the beads went all across the front. I don't know why they would stop there. I'm really excited at the potential of this. And so this kind of leads me into our discussion for the RealReal. A box just came back. I'm gonna talk about what I reclaimed and why. I'm gonna see if I have any footage with the rep here, although I think I'm just gonna talk it through with what happened with my experience most recently. So. All right, I needed a little latte before we chatted. Also, I bought some new mailers. These are the 10 by 13. I pretty much exclusively at this point use these Packet Chic gingham in black and white. And then I also have like a blush or a pink solid. Those are kind of like my brand colors, I guess, kind of. Sometimes for the holidays, I'll do different ones. But this is a new size for me, this 12 by 15 for some of the larger items. Whatnot does not accept flat rate packaging. So I was just thinking that if I had to like wrap anything or just needed extra space, I haven't carried this size in a while. I can also use just the Tyvek, but this I think is slightly bigger than the Tyvek. So I tried those, and then I ordered some new labels. I got 1,000 labels because I'm running low, and yeah, the worst is running out of labels. So I can link these for you guys below. They're just in my, if anybody ever wants to shop any of my supplies, there is a link in my description always for my Amazon store, and then you go into my Amazon store and I have different categories, and I think these are under shipping supplies, and then I have like reseller tools and a bunch of different things, camera supplies, that sort of stuff. Okay. Let's look at the RealReal. All right, so we're here at the RealReal, and you can see right now I have a $1,542 credit, saving for that special bag, but I'm just gonna come in here to my sales and we'll see what's going on for this month. So far this month, I have $292 in credit. Last month was only $24. I hadn't sent anything in a while. So we're just gonna scroll down. I'm gonna go one by one over how things are going. So it shows what's en route, processing. I have 17 that are live, 5 that were not accepted. So let's just go through. This top one, so fascinating to me. This Christian Dior blazer was sent back to me 2 or 3 times. They did not accept it. I don't know who's going through the bag. I don't know who wouldn't accept this gorgeous linen blend Christian Dior. But in fact, they finally accepted it, and they priced it at $355. I don't even know what I paid for this. I want to say it was like $10. I think I got it at Goodwill in Worcester. It's been a couple of years since I've had this, I swear. At least a year and a half. So I was very excited about that, considering they've sent it back to me twice. This sold almost immediately. The Salvatore Ferragamo trench coat. This was really beautiful. Absolutely zero activity on Poshmark. I think I had it priced similarly, maybe a little bit higher. It's very frustrating to me that things get discounted almost immediately, but whatever. I paid $15 for this. My commission is $137. I am not complaining about that. Salvatore Ferragamo, in my opinion, sells very well at the RealReal, just in my experience. Okay, I was very disappointed. This Burberry London jacket, they priced at $210. That's one of the things in the boxes. I immediately called and I said, please ship this back to me. Editing Lori here. I totally forgot to mention the whole caveat about what the RealReal person told me about being able to preview things. And I know I put that in my story, and I had so many people swipe up and ask me about it. So she said, oh, I have it set so that you can pre-approve your items before they go live. And I was like, great. I didn't know that that was a thing. And then all of a sudden, all these items started to go live. I can't believe I didn't say this when I was actually doing it. That's what prompted me to call them when I saw this Burberry coat listed for $210. I said, I thought I was going to be able to have the option to approve these items. Well, in the meantime, I had texted my representative, who I loved. Like, I had so much fun with her that day. She was such a big personality. I absolutely loved her. And she very nonchalantly said, oh, well, you'll be able to pre-approve. A lot of people don't know that that's a thing that you can do. And I was like, that's because I've never heard of it before. Anyway, it's on items that are like $1,000 or more. So up to $999, you can't pre-approve, which I don't have any items that they're selling for over $1,000. So I felt like that was a little deceiving. I don't think she meant to be deceiving, but she said it so casually, and I had just given her 26 items, none of which are even close to being listed for $999 or $1,000 or more. So that is the stipulation that I never addressed in my stories because I didn't really have an answer for it until just recently. But these got shipped back. The Burberry trench coat and a couple other things you're going to see that got sent back. They got sent back within just a few days. Also, there's been some discussion over whether or not they will charge you to send things back. I think you are subject to a charge, but the representative who I talked to on the RealReal via chat did not charge me as far as I know. And maybe it's because I brought up the fact that I felt like I was a little bit misled by that information from the rep. So I just wanted to break in here and clarify that. So now back to the video. I am very confident I can sell this for $210. I have sold a Burberry trench before for over $500. Granted, it was a little unique. I actually think it was a trench dress. It was sleeveless. Anyway, for $210 with a 60% commission, I think I can do better than that on my own. The next three items were all sent back to me. These Aquatalia boots, they priced at $45, and then they were already 25% off, which would have put them, I believe, at $36, and I was only getting a 30% commission on these boots. So I would have made about $10. That's assuming it didn't go down more than the 20%. Same exact pricing on the Uggs with the 20% off discount. So $10 for Aquatalia, $10 for Ugg. I will sell those on my own. I will auction them. I am very confident I can make more than that selling them on my own. And these John Varvatos shoes, I looked at sold comps for men's John Varvatos. Many of these sold on Poshmark for over $50. They had them listed at $50 already with 20% off, which would have brought them down to $40, and a 30% commission. I would have made $12. So those four items I requested back. These Lafayette 148 pants just sold. You can see that they sold 70% off. I only made a $5 commission. I probably broke even on those, but I don't sell. Lafayette doesn't move for me. So I would just assume sell it to them. $5 commission, whatever. I very rarely would spend more than $4 for those. So this is a great sale. However, it's still a little disappointing. This was the Salvatore Ferragamo bag that I got at the bins. I sold it once for about the same price on Poshmark. It was returned to me for what I would consider kind of a very exaggerated return. I talk about that in a different video. There was like this tiny little separation that it looked like the buyer had just like pulled it back. But you know what? For when you're spending that much money, people want good quality. So it came back to me. I relisted it. No action on it. I talked about this bag and I showed that I was sending it off to the RealReal. And then I hadn't taken it off of Poshmark. I received a $290 offer by someone who had seen the video. So I was going to reclaim this, but it sold the first day that they listed it or the second day, and it was already 20% off, which again, kind of a bummer that they discounted so much so quickly, I should say. But my commission was $132. I would have made more had I sold it on my own, but $132 for a bins purchase, I can't complain. So next up is this Lafayette 148 denim jacket. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. They have it listed at $95. I'm good with that. This Givenchy bag, I paid $50 for. They listed it for $370. If it sells around this point, I'll be really happy. I just don't know what it will sell for, but I'm okay with that listing if it doesn't go much lower. I'm going to keep an eye on this since I did pay $50, but I was happy with that price. This Miu Miu skirt, these are some solds, only a $5 commission. This Alberto Macaulay, a $7 commission. I think I talked about these briefly in my last video. I don't know why they're out of order. They received these Keen sandals. I'm not sure what they'll price them at. The prices are coming in. This bag, I could not give this bag away. I had received, oh gosh, I feel like over 20, 25 likes but no matter what I sent out, there was no bites. So somebody else inquired about this too after I said I was sending it. They said, oh, I would buy that. So hopefully they see this video and they can buy it here. They have it listed for $280. This is from that huge estate sale that is now 2 years old, I believe. It was 2 years ago, this June. So my average cost of goods in that was about $1. So whatever I make on this, I'm very happy. This is a very classic bag. This Rebecca Minkoff I had been sitting on for a while. I believe I got it at the bins, but I felt like it had a little bit of a mildewy smell and they took it. It's only a 30% commission, but they're charging $90 for it. So we'll see how that does. This Robert Rodriguez, I feel like I've sent this in before. I've reclaimed it. It's been on the site for 7 days for $40. Already 20% off, which means $32, and I'm only going to make 30% off of that. So my best case scenario with this Robert Rodriguez is about $12. This is probably going to be like a $5 payout. Wouldn't pick that up again. This I paid $2 for. This Lafayette, I bought this specifically to send to the RealReal. Paid $2. This is the kind of thing I think is like a no-brainer. Buy it, put it in a box, see what you get. So $60 with 20% off. So it's already at $48 with only a 30% payout. I might make $5 to $10 on this, but I'm not worried about it because I didn't put any work into that. These Lafayette, these were really nice pants. I want to say that these are like a leather. Are they? Yeah, and I don't think they mention that it's leather, which is kind of annoying. They say right here, retail $260. They call them jeans, but I know they're leather. Oh, maybe they're not. I'm totally lying. Maybe they're that like wax covering, 84% cotton, polyester, and elastane. Yeah, okay. I'm totally lying here. So I guess that's par for the course for Lafayette 148. Sometimes it does well. That Euro jacket was an older sale. Okay, so this Montclair, I think I priced this at $89. And I wasn't getting any bites. I paid $6 for this. They have it priced at $125 with a 40% commission. I'd be happy with that. Disappointed with this Lafayette blazer because I thought this was really pretty. They only priced it for $45 with a 30% commission. So what I'm seeing here is Lafayette 148 is really going down in value. They're not pricing it high and it's getting discounted right away. And I'm only making a 30% commission. So that's something to note. I think trends change even at the RealReal. So maybe this is a brand they're not going to accept anymore. I don't know. Like they used to take Emmanuel Ungaro. I think I've sold one of their pieces, but that was not on the brand list this time around. So they left a bunch of those behind. This North Face jacket they took for $40, 30% commission. I'm not going to miss that. I don't like listing old fleece jackets. This Barbour, 125 with a 40% commission. We'll see. See, now this 0 days on, it's active. So they must have just made this go active today. So hopefully they don't discount that right away. This I thought was interesting. I sent them a couple Nike pieces. I'd gotten no action on this. They have it priced at $70 with a 30% commission. I'm okay with that given the amount of time this was listed on my website. These were my Nikes. $50 with a 30% commission. These are in really good shape. They're like a velvet blush. I feel like I could have sold these on my own and done better than $15, considering they're probably going to mark those down. That was kind of a loss because Nike is good and I think these are unique. I should have sold those. These have been sitting around forever. It's going to be a small commission though. This Givenchy tie I got at the bins. I knew that going in that tie was not going to do well. This brand, they priced at $90. I've never sold this, but I hadn't gotten around to listing those and I didn't pay much for those. And this is coming soon. They had rejected this last time, Flora Kung, or I had reclaimed this actually. I think that's, yeah, see how this says shipped back? So I reclaimed that and then sent it to them. This is my Yves Saint Laurent belt that I have listed, but it hasn't sold yet. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, this was the most exciting thing in my opinion. If you watched my first RealReal video, this was a blouse that Angelina thrifted and it was in her donate pile. And I'm like, Ange, this is so beautiful. But when it's not like on the mannequin, it's kind of like the waist belt is super long. It looks like a crazy piece. So I saw that it was Giuseppe. It just said Giuseppe on the tag. And I'm like, is this Giuseppe Zanotti? You know, like the shoes, which are huge money. So I'm like, I'm just going to send this in and see what they do. They priced it at $325. $325, which is just insane to me. This was in Angelina's donate pile. So honestly, whatever I get for this, I'm going to be really happy. I just couldn't believe that price. So I get a 60% commission, you guys. So can you imagine even that if that ends up selling for say $200, even 150, 60% commission on something that was going to get donated. So this is the weird thing. You know, I send in a Burberry trench coat and they price it at $210. I send in a Giuseppe Zanotti silk floral print crop like wrap and they price it at $325. Now, I think I would really struggle to sell this brand on Poshmark. Burberry, that's a household brand. That's a brand that I think a lot of people know and get excited about. I'll sell the Burberry on my own. I'll sell it in an auction. I'll sell it. This was a dress that I knew. I said to the rep, I'm like, there's a stain on that. And she's like, oh, they'll take care of it. They sent it back for exterior staining, which didn't surprise me. So that was one of the items that did get sent back. So that's kind of where I'm at with the RealReal. I hate to give an opinion because I get so angry with some of the payouts and I think it's a complete and utter waste of my time. And then I get things like this Giuseppe Zanotti, like that's going to make up for all the bad things I sell. But look at some of these payouts, like $5 for St. John's. But this was on the site for a long time. It got marked down to 75%. This was a wash. I tried these Saks Fifth Avenue shoes. I think I paid $5 and my commission was $6. So some of it really is a waste of time. And then some of it's great. Like this AMI bike, this was a great payout. This was a 50% payout. This was in my back room in the basement. I have no idea where it came from. I think it was a hand-me-down maybe from my brother-in-law. I have no idea. Like these Keens, I only made $18 on, could have sold those on my own. I never pick up Alberta Macaulay for myself. And based on the payouts, I'm not going to spends too much time focusing on that brand. But now we're going back to old sales. This Parker dress was destined for donation, so I'll take the $10. So see, this Christian Dior has been on the site for 121 days. It's discounted at $210. I mean, it's $210 discounted for 60%. I feel like at this point, I would maybe reclaim that. It's a velvety feel, and I don't think it's going to sell during the summer. And we can start it over again. Maybe I'll send it back in. But anyways, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. I always find it's really interesting to get feedback on the RealReal because they're kind of all over the place. But I like to just share stuff with you so you get a good idea. See these Gucci's? They've been on the site for 133 days. They're now 70% off. So these would both be really good deals for people to go in and get. But Gucci and Christian Dior, they're sitting there all this time. Those Salvatore Ferragamos, they sell so fast. I'm dying to see what they do with that Chanel sweater, if it's real. And I have a few other pieces to send into them. I'll do another video the next time I send stuff in. But that's all for today. Hopefully I see some of you guys at the auction tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here today. I'll be back real soon. I feel like I'm going to do a lot of these vlog style things because life has been really busy and I haven't been able to do a ton of editing. So I hope you enjoy this style. Let me know if you do. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys. Thanks for being here and I'll see you soon. Bye.